In example 3, we now have equations, but we're going to do the same thing. We're going to imagine first you're going to put a 9 into g of x, and then you're going to get that answer and put that into f of x. So one of the things I would do in this situation for A, it may be that you can do g of 9 in your head. And this is an example where I think you probably could. You could probably say, I'll plug 9 into g of x, and I'll get negative 17. If it gets more complicated, what I suggest is off to the side, figure out g of 9 by plugging in 9 for x. Negative 18 plus 1, negative 17. So we figured out g of 9 to be negative 17. That now gives us f of negative 17. That means we go to our function f of x, and we plug in negative 17 for x. Now there's two x's in f of x, so we'd have to plug in negative 17 for the first x and negative 17 for the second x. 17 squared, 289. 3 times 17 minus 51. And we end with 238. Part B, we have g of f of 9. F of x is a little bit more complicated than g of x to figure out, so I'm going to figure out what f of 9 is off to the side. So that'll be 9 squared plus 3 times 9. 9 squared is 81 plus 27. That gives us 108. So that means g of f of 9 is equal to g of 108. Taking that value and now putting it into g of x, while g of x said it's equal to negative 2x plus 1, and our x value is 108, so we get negative 216 plus 1, which gives us negative 215. Questions for practice? Try 6, 8, and 9.